Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. I wrote a poem today about my two new hallucinations, Michael and Belle, and I wanted to share it with you. I pray that this poem gives you a better idea of what I am experiencing today when it comes to these two new hallucinations that showed up yesterday afternoon and they've stuck around. The title for this poem is called Twin Suits, One Mind. And we are going to start. I met them today, or maybe they met me, standing at the edge of my thoughts like they own the place. Michael on the left, white suit pressed clean, sharp like Sunday morning light through stained glass. Belle on the right, black suit cut the same, smooth like midnight with something to hide. Identical faces, same eyes, same jaw, same stillness, like someone copied and pasted a soul and dressed it in opposite meanings. I said, "Which one of you is real?" Michael smiled like mercy. Belle smiled like a secret. "We're both here," they said together. "That's enough." They move like gangsters, not loud, not reckless. Calm authority, quiet presence. The kind that doesn't need to raise its voice. Michael adjusts his cufflinks, white shining like he's never touched dirt. Belle straightens his tie, black silk swallowing the light around him. They circle me, slow, not predators, not protectors, just observers, always writing, always noting. I hear the scratch of a pen that isn't there. "What are you writing?" I ask. Michael, your choices. Belle, your thoughts. Michael, your faith. Belle, your doubt. I laugh a little because if I don't laugh, I might believe them. "You are not real," I tell them. Michael nods gently. Belle shrugs like he doesn't care. "And yet," Belle says, "here we are." I sit down. They don't. They never get tired. Michael stands like a guardian outside a door I didn't know I had. Belle leans like he's been here before, like this is his favorite room. "Angel?" I ask Michael. He doesn't answer right away, just looks at me, steady, patient. "Demon?" I ask Belle. He grins wider this time. You're the one giving us names," Belle says. Michael finally speaks. "We are reflections of what you are fighting." I shake my head. "No. You are hallucinations." And for a moment, just a moment, they both pause, like I said something true that interrupted their script. Michael's smile softens. Belle's grin tightens. "Call us what you want," Belle says. "We will still take notes." The room feels smaller with them in it, not because they're big, but because they're focused. On me, always me. Michael writes something down. Belle watches my hands. "Stop staring," I say. Michael, we are observing. Belle, you are interesting. "I'm just trying to live." Michael, exactly. Belle, that's the experiment. I stand up. "Listen to me," I say, voice steady now. "You don't scare me." Belle chuckles low, amused. Michael watches carefully. "You should be afraid," Belle says. "No," I answer. "I've faced worse than you, and that's the truth. I've walked through darkness that didn't wear a suit. I've heard voices that didn't introduce themselves. These two, they're dressed too nice to be the worst thing I've known." Michael steps closer, not threatening, just present. "We are not here to harm you," he says. Belle cuts in. "We are here because you are..." Belle cuts in. "We are here because you are already in a fight." I nod slowly. "I know that." "Then why resist us?" Belle asks. "Because you're not part of reality," I say, "and I choose reality." Silence, a long one, the kind that stretches. Michael closes his notebook. Belle taps his pen against his palm. "You're stronger than most," Michael says quietly. Belle rolls his eyes. "He's stubborn," he corrects. "Maybe both," I reply. They don't leave. I didn't expect them to. Hallucinations They don't leave. I didn't expect them to. Hallucinations don't ask permission. They arrive, they linger, they test you. But I don't chase them anymore. I don't ask them to prove themselves. I just sit, grounded, breathing in what's real. The chair beneath me, the air in my lungs, the quiet that exists beneath their noise. How long will you stay, I ask. Michael looks thoughtful. Belle answers first. As long as we are needed. Needed? Michael, as long as the mind is unsettled. Belle, as long as there's something to write. I shake my head again. Then you might be here a while. Belle smiles like he already knew. Michael says nothing. Night starts to fall, or maybe it just feels darker. Michael still shines in that white suit, not glowing, just clean. Belle blends into the shadows, not disappearing, just comfortable. Two sides of something I didn't invite. Two mirrors I didn't ask for. Listen, I say, firm now. You can stand there, you can write whatever you want, but you don't control me. Michael nods once. Belle tilts his head. We will see, Belle says. No, I answer. You will watch. Because that's the truth. They watch. They don't decide. They don't command. They don't own this mind. I do. Even on a strange day, even with twin figures in suits, even with the feeling of being observed, I am still here. Michael opens his notebook again. Belle flips his pen. Final note for today, Belle asks. Michael looks at me. I speak before either of them can. Write this down, I say. They both pause. I am not afraid. Michael writes it carefully. Belle smirks, but he doesn't argue. Anything else, Michael asks? I think for a moment, then I say, you're not angels, you're not demons, you're symptoms, and I am stronger than symptoms. This time, neither of them speaks. They just stand there, identical, silent, dressed like power they don't actually have. And me? I sit in the middle of it all, aware, grounded, breathing. Prepared, not because I need to fight them, but because I know what they are. Two figures, one mind, a strange day, and still, I remain. So brothers and sisters, that is what I wrote about Michael and Belle, my two new hallucinations today. I pray that this gives you a little bit of an insight into what I'm experiencing and how it can definitely be agitating and it can cause discomfort. So if you have any questions, please ask, whether it's about schizophrenia, mental health, addiction, if you have any questions about my testimony, about my journey, about my walk with Christ, I would love to answer those questions. So thank you guys so much. God bless you and have a good afternoon. Peace.